cope a feeling of crying. Hello guys, welcome here in my life journey, and today's share is about facing reality. We all have down moments, and sometimes it's just, the feeling of crying. It's there within us. How can we cope up? Guys, I am sharing this with you from my own life experiences. Life is hard, alone and lonely. Most of my life, more than half of my life, I live alone with my children. It cannot be avoided that there are times I am feeling alone and lonely, and I just want to burst into crying. That feelings, guys, is very difficult to handle. To be honest, in my own situations, sometimes I just want to cry. I have to accept it that I experience a long night of crying, sleepless night, just crying. Why? Because life is too hard, and this is my channel is all about self-development, motivational and inspirational thoughts I am sharing with you. But it is a life journey, guys. We have to face that we have up and downs in this life. And this very moment, I feel down, to be honest. I am here by the river. It's so peaceful. It's cloudy, and I have my own down moments. Why? It cannot be avoided. We have to face responsibilities. We have to face the trials and challenges in life. We all have that. And I am sharing it with you this very day because this is my feelings. It's about being positive no matter how difficult life is. And I am sharing this with you today because I have a feeling of crying. I just want to cry. I want to burst out into crying at this very moment. But how to cope up a feeling of crying? I've been crying many years, guys. A lot of problems, heavy responsibilities. Now, I have to cope up my own crying feelings. Because I must think all these years I have been surviving. I survived life because of my positive mentality that it will go fine. Yes, I believe it will go fine. We just need time. But the feeling of crying, guys, it's really there. It comes and goes. It cannot be avoided. So therefore, guys, I am sharing this with you. Yes, I want to cry. But I have a reason why. Sometimes, as a human being, I feel I cannot handle it anymore. I feel I am tired, I am burned out. What else I can do? But just to feel that feeling first. Accept that feeling that you want to cry, you want to burst into crying. Usually, guys, the nature helps me. It's really nice here. It's peaceful. Yes, it helps me to cope up the feeling of crying. Even it's so heavy, and exactly at this moment, guys, I just want to burst into crying. It's a heavy feeling, but I am here in the nature thinking everything will be fine. I am fine. I am doing good. But those feelings is very difficult to cope up when you have this in your heart. So guys, really, to cope up these crying feelings, I have to get out here in the nature. And I am sharing it with you right now. For me, guys, it is very important that we know how to embrace our feelings. It is hard, it is very difficult, but we must be mindful enough to embrace that feeling of crying. We have to feel the pain. We have to feel what the cause of that crying feelings. What is the cause? So for me here, for example, it's lonely, it's, very silent. I don't know more. I can't imagine what it is. But it is natural that we can all have these crying feelings. In my case, I have to embrace it. I have to feel it. I have to say thank you anyway. Thank you, God, for this feeling. Thank you, God, for the strength that I can handle this. I can cope up this. And this is about self-development. So therefore, I am sharing it with you. We have to work with ourselves. We have to develop a positive mindset. We have to accept the whole feelings, embrace it. And it's not easy at all. But I am sharing this with you because we are all human. We all have challenges in this life journey, and we have to face it whether we like it or not. For me, guys, I am out here in the nature, embracing that feelings. I have to embrace it. I have to feel it so I can move forward. Yes, that feeling of bursting into crying, it's there within me. But I have to turn around my mindset and think, all is well. This thing shall pass. This feeling shall pass. And I have to think that I have so many things to be grateful for in this life. I have to be grateful that I live in Norway. We have a different kind of life situation. Of course, we have challenges. Of course, we have problems here in Norway. But it is another kind of situation, while there in the Philippines is quite also challenging. So I have two things, but no matter what, I have to cope up this feeling. And how to really cope up this, guys, I have, at this very moment, I voice it out to you. Instead of crying, I voice it out to you. I'm talking with you here in my blog right now, sharing with you what I am feeling. Life is not a bed of roses all the time, guys. We all have up and downs. We all have this feeling of crying every now and then. For some reason, this is normal as a human being, but we must learn to cope up it. So for me, I embrace it, I feel it, and after this, I have to let it go and start new thoughts that everything will be fine with me. Everything is good for me. Everything will be okay. So all those things, guys, I have to say it again and again within myself while I am driving, and I am sharing it with you now as I am doing my blogging. This is about self-development, that we must develop our feelings into positive feelings. We have to work out with our feelings, to change first with our mindset, thinking that all will be well. But we must be wise enough first. We cannot move on if we don't know how to feel it first. It's human. We have to feel it, we have to embrace it in order to move forward. And it's hard. And in my kind of own way, I am sharing this with you. So in hope, after I voice it out to you, what I am feeling right now, I feel okay, I feel content, and I am in a good mood again. Yes, this is hard, especially if you don't have anybody to talk to. And exactly at this very moment, I don't feel like calling anybody to talk to because it's weekend and I don't like to bother my friends when they are busy with their family. And I have to accept it that I am alone. I have to embrace alone this feeling. I have to cope up this feeling of crying right now. Because usually in some other days, I have to call up my friends, I have to talk with them, I have to voice it out to them. But at this very moment, guys, I don't feel like doing it because I don't like to bother them. I don't like to call on a weekend to my friends just to tell what I am feeling or for nothing. In some reason, I have my reason why I am feeling down at this moment, but it is not really a serious problem, guys. But the feeling is there that I just want to burst into crying. As from my reading said, feel the pain and let it go. So it is the same with our crying feelings, how to cope up. To cope it up, feel that feelings of loneliness, the feelings of emptiness. And I have to let it go with this feeling when I am finished talking with you. It is what it is. It is life. We must feel this, embrace it, accept it, and believing that everything will be fine and okay at the end of the day. So guys, thank you so much for listening. To cope up a feeling of crying, bottom line, we have to embrace it, we have to accept that feelings, we have to recognize that inner self. So, this is my share with you today. This is Yundel. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for supporting me here in my life journey. I am forever grateful to each and every one of you joining me here in my life journey channel. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all and bye-bye.